But this month's Roaster's Choice is from Colombia. It's from the Finca El Cedro farm, which is in the Inzá Cauca region of Colombia. And the farmer is Homer Cuchimba. This particular coffee is grown at around 1900 meters above sea level, which is one of the factors that we consider when creating a roast profile. So we're currently going through the drying stage of the coffee roast. So when the green bean goes into the roast, it has a moisture content. This particular bean had a moisture content of around 10.3%. And then come the end of the roast, when we pull the beans out of the roaster, it will probably have a moisture content of around 1.7 to 1.8%. So shortly we will start adjusting the gas. We'll start bringing it down very slowly to slow the roast down. So as we approach 150 degrees, I'm just going to adjust the burners down from 80 to 70%. And now I will start to look for the colour change. So we're going to adjust the gas down at 160 to 60%. So at the colour change stage, we hit the Maillard part of the roast. This is where all the sugars and the caramelisation and the sweetness of the coffee come into play. The shorter the Maillard, the more juicy and fruity and sweet the coffee will be. The longer the Maillard, the more traditional chocolate notes you'll find, and then further on to darker taster notes from that point. So around 184 degrees, I'm going to adjust the airflow up by 5% to 85%. And hopefully this will generate a cleaner cut at the end of the roast. And now we're going to start looking for first cracks. So first crack can be sometimes difficult to spot, so we're searching for little puffs of gas that may be emitted from the bean. You can sometimes hear it, you can hear snap, crackles and pops, which I compare to Rice Krispies. Basically it's gas leaving the bean. There's so much energy in the bean. The gas is trying to escape, so it has to burst out somewhere. So that at that point the bean cracks for the gas to escape. So once we have found first crack, it starts the development stage of the roast. So for this particular roast, the development we're aiming for is around 20%. The higher the development, again, the more darker the roast will get, the more chocolatey, dark chocolate made taste of notes, nuts, that sort of thing will start to push through at the end of the roast. So we're currently at around 16 to 17% development. We're going to push this on to around 20%. Temperature of just over maybe 198 degrees, and try and reach over just over the 10-minute mark. So it's relatively fairly short roast. So I'm going to put the airflow on under the cooling tray, so it may be quite noisy. And there we have it. May's Roaster's Choice. Homer Cuchimba. So now we let the beans sit in the tray for around 5 to 6 minutes to cool before unloading into our trucks to be bagged on our bagging production line.